Easter is a time of great joy and celebration for Christians around the world. It is a time when we remember the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, an event that is central to our faith. The resurrection is the cornerstone of Christian belief, the ultimate demonstration of God's love and power, and the promise of eternal life for all who believe. Easter is not just a single day of celebration. It is a season of rejoicing that lasts for 50 days. During this time, we reflect on the miracle of Christ's resurrection and what it means for us today. Easter is a time for new beginnings, a time to put our faith into action and share the good news of Jesus Christ with others. At the heart of Easter is the promise of new life. Just as Christ was raised from the dead, so too can we experience a spiritual resurrection. Through faith in Jesus, we are given the gift of eternal life and the power to overcome sin and death. The events leading up to Jesus' crucifixion are a somber reminder of the cost of our salvation. It began with betrayal. Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' own disciples, conspired with the religious leaders to hand him over for 30 pieces of silver, as Matthew 26:15 tells us, and they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. Jesus was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, a place where he often went to pray. He was falsely accused of blasphemy and brought before the Sanhedrin, the Jewish ruling council. Despite finding no fault in him, they condemned him to death. Pilate, the Roman governor, was hesitant to condemn Jesus, finding no fault in him. However, the crowd, stirred up by the religious leaders, demanded Jesus' crucifixion. Bowing to pressure, Pilate handed Jesus over to be crucified. The crucifixion of Jesus Christ is a pivotal moment in human history. It is a story of unimaginable suffering and sacrifice, but also of immeasurable love and redemption. Jesus, though innocent, was condemned to death by crucifixion, a brutal form of capital punishment practiced by the Romans. He was whipped, mocked, and forced to carry his own cross to Golgotha, the place of the skull. There he was nailed to the cross, his hands and feet pierced with iron spikes. For 6 agonizing hours he hung on the cross, enduring unimaginable pain and suffering. The Gospel of Matthew describes the scene vividly. And they crucified him and parted his garments, casting lots that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet. They parted my garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. Matthew 27:35. Even in his final moments, Jesus' thoughts were of others. He cried out to his Father, asking him to forgive those who were crucifying him. And then with a loud cry, he breathed his last. Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. Matthew 27:50. Following Jewish custom, Jesus' body was prepared for burial soon after his death. A man named Joseph of Arimathea, a secret disciple of Jesus, asked Pilate for the body. Pilate granted his request. Nicodemus, another follower of Jesus, brought myrrh and aloes, about 75 pounds, to prepare the body. They wrapped Jesus' body in linen cloths with the spices, as was the Jewish burial custom. John 19:40 describes this. Then took they the body of Jesus and wound it in linen clothes with the spices, as the manner of the Jews is to bury. This act of love and respect for Jesus was carried out with haste as the Sabbath was approaching. Jesus' body was then laid in a new tomb that Joseph of Arimathea had hewn out of the rock. The tomb was located in a garden near the place of crucifixion. A large stone was rolled in front of the tomb's entrance, sealing it shut.